All right, update on the truck. It's not an emergency whatsoever. Turns out it's it's the plug sensor into the top of the oil tank. It just gets a little bit worn. They said you could kind of like put silicone around it, kind of ghetto way to fix it. It's not really leaking more than couple tablespoons. He told me, honestly, bro, you can keep driving on this like indefinitely, basically is what he's saying. Several weeks, just keep checking the oil levels, so that's nice. They wanted to quote me $900 though. He's like, well, you might as well change the valve cover because you have to take the valve cover off anyways, and then 4 hours of labor. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I could get that price down, but he said the only way to get to it is to take a valve cover off. I don't know why, but okay. So it's definitely oil. It's not an emergency. Definitely drivable. If that's the case, I don't even really give a fuck. I don't even plan on driving that much. I'm just gonna blitz for 3 months. $900 seems to be rather steep for like a little freaking plug. So, yeah. That's just fucking ridiculous, dude. $900, 4 hours. You don't need a cover, They're trying to charge me shit that I don't actually need, and that's the annoying thing. Anyways, they do a free inspection, so it's just nice to know like what it actually is. I am going to continuously blitz now. I have everything that I need. It's gonna keep grinding. And we're trying to pull in new members. Remember, new members. Anyone want to do a collab call? Collab call is in module 3. It's not a sales call. It's just a friendly chat. It's just to see, are there any people we should introduce to each other? And are there any groups that you think are maybe hot? We try to help each other out. We try to bounce ideas off of each other. And yeah, would you recommend? So I do recommend Business Builders Community. That seems to be a pretty decent one. There is School Speed Run, which is from Ryan Duncan. He was a rocket. He just lost the rocket. Ryan, what happened? He's out in Thailand, so I may actually connect with him because I'm planning on moving out there in a few months. Yeah, and School Speed Run, Business Builders Community, and then honestly, there is one called My First School Course. It's page 1 on money. But he's like recommending that they do like SaaS and like build, use go high level. I don't know that that's really necessary to monetize. I don't think it's actually necessary. That means like having your own native site and then funnels for that. I don't think it really matters. I think it's easy to sell it, because people don't really know how do I set up the custom domain and all the back end shit. But it's like, dude, just route it to school anyways. What's the point in having extra funnels to route them to school, but you'd have to route the traffic to your native site to school anyways? Why not just route them straight to school? I think traditional websites are becoming obsolete. I honestly do. I don't think you really need traditional websites anymore. All of the funnels from social media, just send them straight to school, man. Like, yeah, I think eventually it does look good to have a professional looking website, and you want to have a backup plan just in case anything happens, with school. But school seems to be pretty chill and not very like, not like Meta, who will ban you for no reason and then unban you a few months later. Like, no explanation. That's what happened. They banned my Facebook account and then unbanned it. No explanation whatsoever. I'm like, anyways, I have like 3 Facebook accounts. I had like 2 Instagram accounts. Now I just have 1. But yeah, all right. So we're thinking about content funnels. We're thinking about total new members. And then we're thinking about, lining up collab calls and mastermind calls, right? So anyways, truck is operable. It's really losing a minimal amount of oil. It's from the top of the plug. So I don't think it will lose a whole lot of oil. It seems to only lose oil when it's running because the pump is recycling the oil, because it's at the top of the tank. So it seems to only lose like a couple tablespoons of oil, which is really nothing to worry about. I could probably even sell the truck and just tell them what it is. and say, look, I mean, he told me you could put a lot of silicone over the ring to stop it from leaking. I could. But they said it's really like they basically said it's like a 1 out of 10 to worry about. So that's nice. I just get panic attacks when I don't know what the fuck is wrong, but, yeah, it really hasn't been leaking a whole lot, but we know exactly what it is now. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm not going to try to post a shit ton of content, but I'm just going to be grinding for the next fucking 12 hours straight. So if anybody wants to do a collab call, hit me up, or a mastermind call. I'm going to be going through every single Goosify post. I'm going to be going through Business Builders Community. I'll probably be going through School Speed Run, and then there's another group called Your Free School Course. Those are probably good groups. Like, you start moving through everybody's posts. All you can do is comment on posts, right? That's how you bring in new members. I did not have a single member in my school community when I started, and I kind of wanted to have it that way so I could show people how you could build this completely brand new, no warm traffic whatsoever. So, 35 members in about 3 weeks. Honestly, I'm about to get the flame emoji. So I haven't even been on here for 30 days. I got the trial, like the 3-month trial a while ago, right? As many people did on the $9 plan. And then the trial ended and I was like, well, let's just that happens to everybody. They all do the same thing. Like they kind of just like, whatever for like 3 months. And then maybe I'll take it seriously. So yeah, we want to increase our member size, 5 to 10 members a day would be phenomenal. That's not a bad goal. If you're going full time on this, that's not a bad goal. 5 to 10 members a day. Trying to get at least 1 to 5, calls booked a day, whether that's just a collab call, a mastermind call, or a sales call, which is called a discovery call. That's in course number 3 in the classroom. And then, try to have fun, sometimes it's exhausting just going group after group, going through posts and comments, but it's like the reason why you'll never run out of business on school is because there are 180,000 groups. The rate at which everybody comments in every single group, people are commenting much more than you're even able to process the number of new posts every day. If we look at the number of new posts every single day on every single group, that could even be somewhat close to what you're doing or a place to collab and connect and build on. Dude, you're never gonna run out of content to comment on. That's why it's good to build an organic school funnel, and you can even teach people how to build an organic school funnel eventually as you start getting more sales. It's your discovery rank is the first flex, then it's the size of the group is the second flex, and then the third flex is your MRR, just the amount of money you made this month. It refreshes literally daily on a 30-day cycle. So if you can pull in 10K, the moment you hit 10K, you're gonna get the rocket, but it tracks every single day, like, in I think a 30-month period. So it will fall off, it's the moment the sale was made. So if you did a 5K day and then you did a 1K day and you did a 4K day, then it just, I think you understand what I'm saying. But so anyways, good news. Nothing really to worry about too much. You never fucking know with these trucks, just a sensor that's leaking. I could possibly douse it in like silicone. He said you could. They didn't really want to tell me that because it's their job to make money. But it's like, bro, why are you trying to charge me for a valve cover? And the thing's like, you might as well replace both of them. And the fucking thing, you probably could do this yourself. I got a friend who is a mechanic, so I could ask him. But, or just don't even worry about it and just make a shit ton of money. And then I'm just going to sell this. When I move out of America, I'm selling the truck. So all we have to do is stop the leak. I'm like, what's the cheapest solution for me to stop this leak? Just buy some fucking silicone gel and just rub it around. Probably, that probably would work for like $10-20. They're trying to charge me $900. Like, oh my God, you guys, $900, 4 hours of labor to do that. I'm like, is it really that hard to get the valve cover off? All right, guys, have a great day today. Let me know what you're up to. Feel free to do a shout out post or a collab post. What kind of groups are you posting in? I'd love for you to comment. It's a good strategy, guys, to start getting people to post in your own group and then pin their posts. I'm shifting from pinning my posts to I'm just pinning other people's posts. I think it encourages people to post. So we'll love for you to post. You post in my group, I'll post in your group. All right. We support each other. We help each other out. Yeah, let's keep giving each other likes and comments because that's going to help you rank up faster. I'm basically in the high 300s right now, which is pretty phenomenal in 3 weeks. But like I said, top 100 or 200, whatever, like just start making some money, man. Let's start making some money and then we'll focus on trying to get 1,000 people into the group. Okay. Much love. Have a great day today.